Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Tonight we're returning to Factorio Mosaic, where we are working on our Mega Modules factory. That is our factory that will make, eventually, I think it's about 3 per minute of productivity modules and twice that many per minute of speed modules. Is that our number? I forget again already. No, 17 and 35. That's what it was. 17 and a half and 35. It's every 0.3 atoms per second. That's what it is. Okay. So we're working on that. I have also done one other thing while in an effort to kind of keep the factory rolling a little bit, get some of those modules made and placed out. I also started expanding out in this direction. This will be for the penultimate factory, or the ultimate factory of 1K science per minute. Once again, if it works. So, excuse me. So, the plan is to start working on designs for some of the stuff. We're going to reuse some of these designs, the green circuit design, the blue circuit design, the red circuit design. We'll probably reuse those. But the funny thing is, for those, we don't actually need that many. Blue circuits, we're going to need basically 2 of these. Actually, a little bit smaller than this, but 2 of these. Red circuits, we're going to need 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Not even 3 of these. Yeah, not even. And then green circuits, we're going to need something like 3 or like maybe 4 of these total. So the circuit needs are really, really not that high in the science compared to what they are to make modules. So that's just kind of an idea of what is coming. Hopefully we'll kind of get there. Not tonight, probably not Thursday night, but maybe after that. Hey Phasian, welcome to the stream. I can't remember if I said welcome or not already. Let's see. So where are we at as far as module placement? I have not placed any modules in modules. All they need right now is speed, and right now we can't keep enough red circuits coming in here, or blue circuits, I think. Blue circuits are... This whole array is upgraded. It is ready to go. It is launched and ready. However, we're not getting any green or any red circuits in here yet, which is our big problem. So red circuits. I think red circuits, we just need to start doing productivity and do some more speed modules. We're still a little short on speed and productivity of what I've placed. I've been placing as I was expanding the base. Earlier, actually it looks like we still are starving a little bit on green circuits here. So I also started expanding the production on green circuits. This station here supplies both the modules and the red circuits. So the modules don't need all that many. In fact, the direct green circuits to the modules is the least amount of green circuits used in this entire portion of the factory. So the plan here is to, in fact, just mostly get this one going for red circuits, which is why I've put the priority here on the modules and the beacons. This is the only green circuit half array that has the full double row of speed and is working on its productivity. Once it gets the last one, there must be a couple on the way. Must have 3 on the way. Can we tell that? Yeah, delivering 3. Okay, good. This one's getting 3 more. There's 1 right there. Or 2 more right there. Excellent. Okay, so we just need the 1 more left. Oh, now we're down to all on the way. Excellent. So this half array here is done. The other place that I've been putting some speed modules is here on copper. Some speed beacons, rather. In an attempt to boost some of the copper output because right now we have 3 copper trains waiting. Oh, that's the other thing I did. Every copper station, each copper station is linked to all 5 current copper destinations. 4 green circuits, 1A, 1B, 2A, and 2B, and red circuits. And this one is the same. 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, and red circuits, 1. But the problem is we're just not producing enough copper here. So as these slowly fill up, which is why we're not outputting any more than to 2 stations, because we just can't produce enough. These ones I'm going to have to go out and do by hand, unfortunately. But, or not by hand, but with my bots. So as I get more speed modules available, which I see we just finished that one, I am adding more speed modules, or adding some speed modules out here at least to boost that output. Not doing productivity yet because at this point we need... Wait, why are you guys all chilling here? When that one just zoomed right in. That's weird. Oh, because you're addicted to that one? Can one of you reevaluate, por favor? That's... Is that because I have it... Oh no, you don't have enough room yet anyway. Okay. Or enough supply yet anyway. Because these guys need like 8K, so that's why it hasn't moved yet. Okay. That's fine. I don't know why this one zipped right in, but these should reevaluate once that signal becomes open. Because that one will become blue. What do we have here now? 3.3, 5.3. So yeah, once we get to 8K, those should come alive. Plastic is currently not a problem. We have 38K plastic, so I'm not going to worry about plastic or oil refining at this point. We'll boost those later once we need to build more red circuits and we start starving it out here. Let's see. Green circuits, yep, that's still our problem. Actually, copper may not be the problem anymore because there are 2 trains here at red circuits. It could still be a problem for green circuits. Yeah, so we need to keep boosting that. Let's do a module insertion on... let's see. You have plenty of green circuits at blue. You are... Okay, so where's the other red circuit supplying green circuit train coming from? 2A. Which is the one I just boosted. Okay. The other one. 1A. Which is... One is down here, I think? Yes. So this is the one I want to boost next, and I've already started boosting it. Now it's outputting... It's not getting enough copper either. Now it's got all of its speed modules, but it needs the productivity modules to really use less copper. So I'm going to go ahead and call for those. They immediately called for 48, and 8 of them should be on their way being delivered because there's 40 missing. So that's kind of my sort of process here, is what I'm is trying to upgrade this as evenly as possible. Actually, let's go ahead and do 2. And I'm doing the short row here because any beacon beyond this only affects 3 furnaces. So, I mean, these middle ones are going to get more speed. They're at 10, whereas these ones out here are at 4. But the beacon's effectivity is hitting 8 furnaces, actually, not 4. 8 furnaces, 4 in each column, if I put them stopping where I've stopped. If I go any more, then it only affects 6 or fewer. And I want to get the most bang for my buck as far as beacons go. So we should be supplying those beacons now. We're down to 42 in need, or we're at 42 in need. Okay, it recalculated. What do we have a problem with here? Red circuits. How is red circuits doing? It's waiting for blue circuits to get its red circuits, which needs them also. Okay. How are you doing? This is 16K, so we're just about full. Yes, we are. Once we have a little bit better green circuit supply, I can start I can open up these stations and start getting more trains in here for plastic and green circuits. But at this point, there's not much point because we can't even keep the green circuits full. When I say full, I mean we can't bring in a train before it empties these outer boxes. At least not yet. We're getting there, but now that these are basically 2 full belts coming out, which is the goal, that's exactly what it should look like. It's just shy of 2 full belts. The number is... Looking. The number is about 85 out of 90. So that's pretty good. Oh, wait a minute. Is that backwards? That is backwards. How did that happen? That means that might be wrong elsewhere, too. Okay, we need to fix that. It looks right there. Yep, it's wrong elsewhere, too. That's a bummer. I hate it when there's a flaw in a blueprint and you copied it 1,000,000 times. Even though we didn't do 1,000,000, but we did 5 times. Make sure I get the right one that way. Fortunately, we have bots. And bots are good. Bots do the work. There we go. Excellent. Okay, still red circuits are a problem. Ooh, good. The red circuit train came into blue circuits, so we're making more of those now. And now we can get this train full. Okay, that's good. We're just filling up pretty fast. We've got 2,000 already in what can only be just a minute or two. So we're producing pretty well. Let's see. These could also use more speed, but I want to consume, or I want to fill up what I've allocated already. And we have more productivity destined for these. Here's where we need those speed modules. But at least we're producing, you can see the difference here, just with the speed modules alone. We're getting almost a full belt now out of these 2 in the middle here that are almost full speed module. Almost getting full belts out of those, and we're barely getting any out of these. So that's the different speed modules we're making. Now, of course, that just means we're consuming potentially these belts too much ore, rather. But we have a lot of ore here, so I'm not too horribly worried about it. And there's, you know, infinite ore basically on the map, so yeah. Okay, you're still working fine. How is this going? We're getting there. It's kind of funny how modules work. On one hand, we're outputting more with the speed modules, but when you put the productivity in, it just means we're using less copper. So yeah, so each green circuit station we have going has 2 trains for each station coming in. And the concept there is that hopefully there will always be 1 train loading and 1 train unloading at each station. Like as soon as a train leaves the station, there is another one, either if not already there, on its way from the loading station. That way we never starve out of any supplies. Okay. How are you doing? 5. I wish there was more I could do. But there's not, really. Well, No, I had better. I almost considered, or I almost just said, why don't I just hook up this other side here, hook these two stations back up connected, and go and hook up this other side and get stuff coming in here. But all that's going to do is let us take less advantage of the speed and the speed modules we have here and the productivity modules we have in a few of these machines, and it's not going to give us that much of an advantage. So I'm not going to succumb to that until we have a green circuit train basically like waiting here. Although this one is pretty well stocked. I just ate my own words. We have a green circuit train waiting here. This is, I think, the only plastic train we have on this circuit. So we do want to add another one of these. I wonder if I should hook this up just to keep the plastic rolling. Okay, let's go over here. Plastic. At least there's something that I can work on. Some improvement and or change that I could make. Let me look at again this. So if I bring in another green circuit train and another plastic train into here and turn this on, this one's going to run slower because we don't have all the speed modules in here, and it's going to be a little bit less productive, although that's not as big of a concern as you might think. There's the plastic train back already. I want to change this now. Oops, wrong one. Okay, good. So that this isn't sitting idle, because there's no point in letting it sit here inside idle. Did this not have lights? Oh, it has lights. There's 4 lights in there. Oh, they're right here. Okay. We should put some in the middle. Put some in the middle. Maybe here. Like that. That'll look better in the dark. Okay, so you might as well make the same trip. You might as well go to mod red circuits 1. Red circuits. Oh. Red circuits 1, plastic in. Empty. And once you get full, go ahead and do it. That way we have at least some supplies. I should probably eventually add another coal train here as well. I can actually, I can actually add it. Ooh, that's right. The new blueprint dialogue was added in this version. Hope I just wasn't standing on the tracks here. Which is just matching the new dialogues, the new dialogue screen layouts. But it's otherwise not that. I mean, there's not any real new features added. Just look. Why don't you go? Oh, it's emptying fast enough. I'll leave it alone. I'll add another train here, though, just so we have 2 trains on this loop. Don't have to add it later. While we're waiting for this. 42 and 28 still, because we're still waiting on red circuits. How full are you? Getting there. How is blue circuits doing as far as red circuits goes? Doing okay. But I think what I'll do is, oops, let's go to red circuits here. Let's send this train to modules. And then when it comes back, this one will go in and start picking up some. When it comes back, I'll send this train to blue circuits to unload what it picks up here. And then we'll have, we'll let the module train load again. Oh man, we need to spend some modules on that too. Okay, it's on its way back. Oh, it's here already. Okay, you can take those few modules you have. And that basically paused. Okay, you can go back to your home. And we will put this down here. And then you can go to your home. Careful. Okay. Not that it's very far, but, you know. So that'll at least get us 2 trains. What else do we have? Plastic. And, oh, I did have another one there. Well, we'll use that one for plastic 2 when it comes time. No problem. All right. Yeah, we definitely should rebuild this area and pull some modules up here. How are modules doing now? Speaking of modules. Just chugging along. So this is effectively the last place I want to put speed modules. Just because, or at least beacons. I could module the machines eventually, but because all that'll do is just make it burn through the resources faster, and we don't have that many resources to begin with. Wait a minute, why are you not picking up? Oh no. Okay, we need to go back there. I need to come up with a different method for this end cap here. So there's a bunch of speed 2 modules just chilling there at the end of the belt. That's not good. What if I put a splitter here? Output priority to the left. No. No, it can't go here. It needs to go to the next one. Here, output priority to the left, speed 3. And you need to get maybe half each. I didn't pick up any speed 3s, did I? No, okay, good. Will that work as I hope? Not entirely. It's going to put a couple of speed module 2s here on this output. But at least it won't be 2 full belt segments worth. And really, these could have been red. Okay, and then this will be prod 3. The other option would be to put a purple inserter here, filtered for that, and just have it. That's actually probably a better option. Okay, 1, 2, 3 of these. Whitelist those. And then you're going to whitelist those. You're going to whitelist those as well. That's probably a better option because that keeps the level 2 modules stopped right there. Sort of like here we have these level 1s. Which I guess I could do the same thing here. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that here too. Apparently I had another one in my inventory. This can be a speed 2. That. Yeah, that's a way, way better option. And then you get those. Excellent. Because that way this last inserter can pick up whatever's left on the belt. And it looks a little bit cleaner too. This one produces enough that I think it's okay to do this. Well, it's okay to do this anyway because we're not going to get stuck anywhere. And it will produce enough once we have this thing speed moduled all the way. It's going to produce like 6 a second. That's pretty fast. I mean, a stack filter inserter can handle it, no problem. But still. That's way better. Yep, that's clean. And it's... Oh, it's not clean. That's not going to work. Because it's outputting on the far side where this one needs to output. So it needs to output on the near side, which means... Now I need Bob's inserters. Which means that this needs to go like this. Like that. I guess. Then I picked up one. Yeah. That way it's on the inside of the belt. We've probably done it. That's probably about the fewest number of belts. But that works out well. You see we're already starving out of red circuits here now. And our train is half full. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, that plastic train is here. Green circuits are still not quite everything. We're almost up to speed. Productivity's still a bit off. A bit far off. Red circuits and blue circuits. Blue circuits and blue circuits. Red circuits. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Modules and red circuits. And then just blue circuits. Well, blue circuits doesn't have anything waiting. But I could potentially add another green circuit train here. How many do you have? Can't tell. Not very many, though. Yeah, not very many. So maybe not until I get this thing moduled. At least speed moduled. Well, we can do speed modules again. How are we doing on copper before I... we're still having a copper problem. Yep, let's do copper. More copper. These must be inbound because we don't have the warning anymore. The reason these look full is because they kind of are. The right side of the belt, because we're side loading everything, are going to be full and backed up first because that's the only place where this stuff's coming in. So as much as possible is on the right side, and then whatever's left is on the left. But once it gets here, it doesn't matter because they split evenly. Or evenly enough. Alright, so now we have demand for more speed modules again. Okay, good. One turned green, and then it pulled in. Excellent. Boy, is that nuclear fuel fast. We definitely are not providing enough copper just yet. So until these are really totally full, like these are starting to get backed up on the left side, this isn't a problem yet. Once they are, then I can add these belt pieces back in here. Yeah. Red circuits again. Oops, wrong one. Let's see what we're producing, actually, right now. P for production. Let's slow down the flickery things. Look at production of these. 2.2 per minute. And where's the speed? Right next to it. Look at that, 4.3. A little bit less, probably. Had a long dry spell right there. But about 1.5 and 3 maybe, averaging. That's not too bad. Okay, well these are waiting, so maybe it is time to go over here and put some more, hook up those other red circuit machines. And I can also potentially speed module the other side soon. Okay, those should be just instantly available. And then we need to connect this belt here. Let the copper run. There's our plastic coming in. I should probably think about a circuit here that I could use to balance these green circuit stations and these two plastic stations. So first of all, we need to measure. Let me grab a few more wires here. First of all, we need to measure what's in the station. Okay. So this one has 76K. This one has 0. We did use all of our speed modules already. Okay, let's do this. Find the right spot right there. And right there. I guess I should do the same here for the plastic that way, because I actually have two stations that have crap in them. So these are numbers we know. Now if I look at combinators, I want... How do I do this the simplest way? I think I can use arithmetic. Make sure I'm not going to die here and then go stand over here someplace. Okay, so if I look at an arithmetic combinator and I connect the wire to it, if I take the each, multiply it by, I think I want -1, and output each, that outputs -38. Arithmetic. If I do the same thing on this side, did I do the wrong combinator? Oh, it's coming from the mall. Oh, no, let's not. Okay, so I now have this signal. I have the ability to reverse this signal and the ability to reverse this signal. You know what, let me request some arithmetics instead of making a bunch. Because if this works, I don't want to make a bunch of these. Okay. Now I want to evaluate if... No, I want decider here, not arithmetic. Okay. No, that's not what I want. I don't want this one connected there. I want this one connected there. Wait, is that going to be a problem? Yes, that is a problem. Need to block the signal. Okay. Now I want a decider. Okay. So this one takes the 38 that's in here and subtracts the 28 that's in here and gets not 10K out. So if that's 10K, if that's a positive number, but then if everything is greater than 0, then I'll put a red square. Then connect that red square to this signal here. And I want to close this signal when red squares are greater than 1. No, greater than 0. Does that make sense? I don't know, I need to get rid of this train. Go over there and load up. I'm saying if the supply in this one is greater than the supply in this one, then output a red square. Do I want everything or do I want anything? If this becomes true, then this will stop the signal when there are no... So if the station's empty, if both stations are empty, then I want this condition to be false. Will that let stuff in? Yeah, it's supposed to let stuff in? Yeah, it was. Excellent. It actually does work. I want you to get lost again. Okay, you have 38K. This is negative, so now this is available. Now if you get lost again. $38K, $37K. Comes the plastic train back into this station. Excellent. And then eventually that will go back to positive. And it'll be good. There it goes. I think that works. I don't know if that's the best way to do it or not, but it works logically, so we're going to roll with it. But I don't need this one here. Now I want to rearrange these. I want one here that has that. Put this one here temporarily so I can pick it up. That has that. And then this one that has that. Okay. More red wires. So red wire goes in there. This red wire goes in there. And then these go here and here. And then this goes here. So then I need to copy this whole dang thing. Doesn't reach. You copied there. You copied there. There. Oops, that's already there. Huh. This goes here. Okay, so this one is negative. So when... Yeah, so these are basically even right now. So let's get rid of this train for a moment. Now this one's going to go lower than this one. So this one should start demanding stuff, and it is. I'll get rid of this train. Oh, huh. Okay, there we go. So this one's demanding stuff to come in, this one's not. Or allowing stuff to come in, and this one's not. So here comes a train into here. And this one just got less. Get out of here. Oh, you just came in. That's not what I really wanted, but we'll go with it. Okay. So this one has less. This one has 37. This one has 37, but we're off by like 400 here. So this one needs supplies. This one does not, just yet. They're getting closer because this one's burning through more than this one is. We should have a train. Here comes the train because it's yellow. And there we are. Well, that works surprisingly. So, if I copy this part here. Let's take the tracks and the belts off. And paste it here. That should give me the same thing for the green circuits. This one's 21. This one's 76. So if you get lost, this one says I don't want any. This one says I need some. And then as soon as this one goes, which is going to be a long time, but as soon as this one goes over 76K, this one will start demanding some more. I think that's at least a simple balance. If anybody would like to chime in and tell me that I'm crazy, well, you wouldn't be the first person. Oh, we have used all of our, or filled up all of our module demand here. Let's get some more going. Okay, let's see, you are good. I think we just need to put more productivity modules in red circuits now. Put a request in for 2 centermost machines. Maybe a few more here. Okay, lots of demand again. So eventually here, the other green circuit train, once this kind of gets going a little, is going to just start waiting here to fill into this station until they get evened out. 22, 32. Yeah, it's going to take a while because that one had an advantage. These are going as fast as possible right now. Trying to fill them up. So where else can I use that balance? I really could use it here. Problem here is we have 3. So I would need to do a little bit different. I think I might want to change the way this works so that I can accommodate 3 a little bit easier. I'm thinking right now, though. Maybe? Let's see. If I output instead of as a each, if I were to output something else, like we'll say 1, that outputs the that could say that Station 1 has 65,000. And then I'm trying to not have wires zigzagging all over the place, but I'm not sure if I can get away with it or not. Especially with 3, like trying to run the wire from all the way over here, pretend this is the 3rd green circuit station, all the way over to here to evaluate it. If there's a way that I could do... It's almost as if I need to output the amount from each one into a number, like I was doing here. So if I say output, and yeah, I could even just do green circuits. I was trying to make it more generic, but let's just do times 1. Output it as, station 1. And then I can output the other ones as well at their station. And then have 3 deciders. Bring all 3 of those signals together. I could do this one. This. I'll put that as 2. And then do a decider that says... Even if 1 is greater than 2, output 1 red square. Oh, we're running low on power. I just did not notice that. I have an easy fix for that, though. Because we never activated these other stations. For a reason, but we never did. Now we can. There we go. Once the bots fly over here and put down those inserters, we should be able to double our power output. You see, we're starving out the steam right now. And these guys are all chugging away. At least we're burning through the wood. Look at that. Look at that. Burning through the wood. Nice. I did. Why are these? Oh, because they're not outputting solidly, right? Which is fine. It's burned through some coal, but who cares? Okay, did you guys place? You did 2 of them. Must be coming in soon, because if it places 2, it's got to place the other 2. Soon? Please? Oh, look at that. There's a signal chilling here. Here they come. Oh, I brought an extra power pole with me. Okay, take that out. Okay, now we should be producing more steam. So the reason was all the heat wasn't making it to the end of the pipes because it was getting consumed effectively by these first few boilers, heat exchangers. So now we can get all these reactors up to 999, which means the heat will get pushed all the way out to the ends of the pipes, and then we'll be producing more steam. Yes, these are just now at 500 here. got to be over 500. There it goes. There it goes. A little bit of steam. A little bit. A little bit. Okay. Hopefully now we have more power. A little bit. I could put solar panels out all through here, I suppose. That would be the wise thing to do. Wow. I've already placed all the speed modules. Okay, back to what we're doing here. So this would also work, and it's actually simpler. Because I can bring the signals together into one decider location. So I could have, like... I'd have to use big power poles. Because if we're going to go all the way over here, we can't reach... Well, I guess I could do, like, 3 power poles. So yeah, I like this one better, because it's only... one arithmetic... For a 2-station... It is. All logistics are belt and train based, no bot logistics. Also, welcome, Redweed. So, I mean, belts are only within each block. So, everything must go between blocks via train. The only exception to that is when I'm mining and smelting ores, those can come in like this. But anything else pretty much has to come through by train. Hey, are you guys backed up enough now? You are. Let's put down 2 more and get those going. We can do some more speed here. Get those rolling. Thanks. Yeah, I was playing around with grid-based designs one day, and this one popped into my head using kind of this mosaic tile pattern. So I decided to see how well it would work as a mega base. I'd also never done a true mega base before. I guess if such a thing can be called a true... I mean, if whatever a true mega base is. I'd never done one before. So I felt like this was a good attempt to do something that's a little bit different than most people. Something I'd never seen or heard of done before. Well, it will be. This part of the base here is either miscellaneous stuff or just 1.5 science per second. So a lot of these builds are very small. This portion down here, kind of, I guess if you, not counting this block or this block because they're mining blocks, but if you count like this part here, this portion here is, sorry, it doesn't go up there. It goes across here. These sort of 18 or so blocks here are producing just modules. A massive amount of modules once we get everything ramped up, which actually it is ramping up. I might need to put speed modules here. No, not yet. Green circuits is backed up a little bit, but red circuits isn't yet. So that's still where we need to produce. I may need to speed module my red circuits though, or my productivity modules. That's not actually a bad idea. Let's get apparently that doesn't work. Oh, we'll see if it works or not. No, it's not working. Okay, well, we'll just not use the preset function, and we'll just have to do this kind of manually. But let's do... Okay, errors, go away, please. Let's do this. Hopefully that... Yep, that is calling for those. And we have a large demand now for speed modules. But right now, we need the productivity a little bit faster. Okay, so now plastic's an issue. Maybe. You guys are both waiting? No, one of them must have just left. So now it's productivity or output here. What if we did that? And that. And this is going to, of course, call for a lot more speed modules, but that. That at least boost our output of oil products. Do a little bit more here. Maybe that's probably enough. At least output our petroleum a little bit faster. Because now we're actually consuming it for plastic. Do I have only one? I only have one petroleum train. Okay, never mind. Okay, so now copper's a problem again. Well, we're trying to output as much as we can. Adding this other station in here. Might help. Might help. At least everything's moving again. Maybe I shouldn't have done all of those right away. Let's take a couple of them out. I can't. Can't from here. Do I have that on this one? I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll only do 5 requests for now. That was probably a little bit too ambitious. Although I could potentially do... Yeah, I know you don't like it. And I... Oh, I right-clicked and it saved. It picked it up. Weird. Okay. Take this now, and I'm going to do, instead of doing 5 of those, I'm going to do, or instead of doing 10 of those, I'm going to do 5 of those, plus 2 of these, plus 1 of these. That way we kind of balance the consumption a little bit. So otherwise we'll have a bunch of speed level ones here that can't be used that fast. Copper. Dang it, copper. Ah, there you are. But that one's a real problem. That's the reason why I set it up so that There's no iron trains waiting at all. This one's loading, but there's none waiting. But copper trains are loading or waiting like crazy because we need that much more copper. Thanks to needing it for red circuits as well as green circuits. Why are these ones full and these ones not? Just because, oh, because they're sharing this half and this one's got this half to itself. That's probably why. It's not truly balanced because we're not using all 8 outputs, even though this is the throughput unlimited one. I don't know how those work. Those are magic. And I mean, I guess I'm fine with this because as long as we get... Yeah, this is actually loading fairly fast. This is not surprisingly loading the train faster than it can load the boxes. Likewise here. Although that one only has 2 boxes with stuff in it, so that makes sense. But if we can keep at least these trains from waiting, I mean, this is a lost cause because I have to come out here with speed modules myself and bring them out here. But if I can keep trains from having to wait here, which 3 of them, of course, just pulled up. Where are we at? 6.3, 4.5, 4.3. Yeah. We really need both of them working at full speed. What are you doing? For getting speed modules here, that would be why that's helping. We haven't gotten them there yet. This one's done, though. Yeah, see, these are backing up. Without these consuming faster, all the production over here isn't doing us any good. Let me cancel one more of these. Actually, we'll cancel 2 more of these. Because I'd rather do another one here. First, I think. Come and get him. Yeah, red circuits are still our bottleneck. And right now, the red circuits are a bottleneck because copper's a bottleneck. Well, we got 1 train through. Oh, we must have got all 3 of them through, and 2 more are back now. That's... yeah, the other 2 are back. Here comes the 3rd one back. Okay, we should be getting 1 in. Here, yep. And another one in here momentarily. That's weird that those trains just blow right through. Must just be the way they calculate their pathing. Since this one was already moving, it got priority. I don't know. So I'm trying to decide if there's any problem left with the way that this is working. Actually, I should probably use a greater than equal to 2. If they're equal, No, if they're equal, I want them both on. And this turns it off. So I want it to be greater than. Yeah, see, now they're about equal. They're both full, basically, so it keeps clicking on and off. Okay, let's do that instead. Let's do this method instead. Because I can do something different with using this with a 3-station circuit, I think. Okay, you need to come over here then, and you over here. Red wire. Red wire. And then this decider can go maybe here. And then I want a medium power pole here and here. Will those reach? Yes. There. There. And into there. And then into there. Okay, so you're right now 2 is greater. So this one is open. If I copy that, put it here. Run this wire here, this wire here, and I flip the sign. Then it's going to output a red signal because the 2 contains more than 1. That's much simpler. Much simpler design. Okay, let's copy that. And once again, ignore the tracks and the belts and the other belt stuffs. Confirm. Don't get run over. Take these out and those out. And paste this down. Okay, so you have, one has oh, I gotta change the item. Right. Right. And this one. Okay, so in this case, 1 should be closed. 2 should be open. If there weren't trains sitting there. Because 1 has more than 2. Welcome back, Copper Train. I think that'll work better. Or at least as well with fewer stuff. Let's do the same thing here at Blue Circuits. Once we straighten that one out, I think that might be where we end tonight. I didn't press G. I guess I did, but... Oh, I gotta have wires connecting all the stations. Do I still have that one here in my... Yep, there we are. Doot. Okay. So, why did it not copy? Oh, that's why this belt is here. Doggone it. It's going to be there then. Means that I should have put the other one over there, but I'm not going to move it now. This goes here. There. Okay. So there we go. So station 1 is closed because station 2 has less. Now I need to figure out how to do this with 3. The easiest method to do with 3 might be just to say, copy this, paste it there. Don't get run over. I'll put it on channel 3 here. Let me take these up there, and the same thing here. So I can have room for another combinator. So if I instead do... That's the bad one to do first. 1, 2... Why do you not have a signal for 3? Oh, because there's no data in 3. Whoa, that was dangerous. This is 3. So if 1 is greater than 3, I'll put another square. So if 1 is greater than 2, and 1 is greater than 3, then I want 1 to be closed. So I want this to be closed when it's greater than 1. So there's 2 red squares. That's not actually right. Because I want the station to be open when it is less than both, and closed when it's greater than either. So this needs to be greater than 0. I'm going to override that and make it wrong. That's fine. I'm going to change these, though, because this logic would be painful otherwise, I think. 2 is greater than 3. Okay, and then if 3 is greater than 1, 3 is greater than 2, that means 3 is yellow and open. Which makes sense, because 3 has diddly squat in it. The next train that comes this way, which is this one, should come right into 3. So 3 will pass up 2 here momentarily, and then 2 should go green. Hopefully. And if that works, then that'll be our time to sign off. There, it just went green. Excellent. Okay, so if you guys are watching this later, and you see that I'm an insane person because of what I set up here, feel free to yell at me on Twitch, on YouTube, or on Discord. In the meantime, let's find someone to raid. Is anybody watching who would like to stream? Who is a Redweed? Thank you for the follow. Who is interested in streaming? Phasian specifically, or anybody else? Otherwise, we will raid the co-op junkies. as we have commonly done. Alrighty, so let's see here. Alright, the Cope Junkies are playing Wilson, Lords of Mayhem again. So let's raid them. We'll be back again on Thursday. More of expanding this module factory, and hopefully getting it to the point where we can actually start expanding into the other blocks that we're not even using yet in this factory, so we can start cranking out even more modules than we are already. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye for now.